Again, this is the Kia Carnival LX with the seat package, so the LXS. So it has the 8-seater, has the middle seat, and this is the 2022 version. So hopefully this helps somebody else that's looking to do that and has the right car seats to make it happen. Okay, I wanted to give you an angle of this side of this car seat. So one of the concerns with why they don't let you turn these around is because of car seats and having them forward-facing or rear-facing when they're not designed to do that. So we have these Chico Next Fit ones. Chico? Yeah. And they allow you to latch both directions, and they also have a bubble on them to let you know positioning-wise, and you can adjust different positions. So our 14-month-old can be in this, and then we can kind of tip it as needed. So as far as, you know, safety compliance and everything that I've been able to find says yes. But as you can see, you know, you're not going to be getting in and out on this side of the vehicle when you have it in this configuration. But we just have it set up this way for road trips, and we think it's going to be awesome. Okay, this is the Kia Carnival LXS. So it does have the middle seat, and when we got it in the US, we realized they didn't allow for you to turn the seats around. And doing some digging, realized what they had done to prevent it. So on some of the videos, you'll see they have these white guides where you can slide it in, and then it latches around this main crossbar here. So the main one's marked with white, and the back one's marked with white as well. And then this, you press this suppression down, and that's what allows the whole rail to slide. Well, in order to prevent you from putting them in reverse, what they did is they just installed this plastic, this black plastic piece in here. I'm not 100% sure how it's secured in there yet, so I'm going to pull that out and see what happens. And that way you can slide in from this way and still latch around. It'll still be just as safe and secure because it's latching to the same two mechanisms that's there before. The slide will still adjust as needed, but for whatever reason, there's this plastic piece. So I'm going to take this apart and see what we find. So you can see where the plastic thing is installed down here. And just FYI, they put a decent amount of grease down here, so you can kind of just keep an eye on that when you're playing with it so you don't get stuff on the carpet. You can see how it's just a little add-on, and how it clips in there is yet to be determined. So I just got this out of this other side, and I wanted to show you guys some of the tricks on how to get it out. So I was trying to pry it out, and it was bumping up against these rails here on the side. So this little plastic cover, there's metal rails underneath. Well, if you realize up here, the rail actually it comes apart, or it has a little bit of an outlet right there. And so what you do is right here in the middle is the rail glide suppression. So you push that, and then you can slide this, so that way that's right in that position. So now I use one screwdriver as kind of leverage. I pop that end up, and then I come over here to this side, kind of pop that end up just to get it released. So if you see the bottom of the old one, it has some clips on the sides and then a center seat. So you just kind of have to get everything out of it, and then from there, now it's just kind of a little bit back and forth wiggling. Let's get this up a little bit more. And then now just a little finagling. This might be a longer video than I thought. There we go, just a little pressure. Let's see, is it cleared? Yeah, so, and then they put these other guards in here, and I think those are designed to help keep the original white down. Wow, they put a lot of grease in there. So once you get it past those, that's kind of the kicker on it, is just leveraging it up through that slot. And then just, there you go, and it comes up right through. Now, we can put this chair in backwards. Sweet! So you can see I got all four of them out here, and you can see, like, one of them I got a little bit more scraped off the edge than I probably would have liked, but honestly, these could probably go back in just as if they were new. Nobody would ever honestly know. I mean, they're just completely under the chairs. What I'd be looking for is eventually those plastic guides that are in there that are swooped down for the front seat. Normally, it's the exact same design. The underlying hardware, the metal hardware underneath, is the exact same. Let me see if I can show that.
Where are you pointing?
All right, I've got my 3-year-old helping me. So if you can see the little metal at the back of this plastic guide, so the white one, gosh, they put a lot of grease in there. I'm gonna have to come back and wipe all that out. You can see right back here, it's the same setup where the metal hardware is back here, goes underneath. So if you had an extra one of those white plastic guides and just replaced the black one that it came with a white one, maybe aftermarket, or somebody could probably 3D print this, you could then just have basically the exact same option on both sides. I'm gonna go get a rag and wipe some of this grease out. That's a bit excessive on the grease.
Peel it?
No, don't touch. If you're curious about legroom between the two rows, I just have the middle one in right now, and there's plenty of room, especially for younger kids, I mean probably even adults, to be sitting there if they were back to back. The only issue I have is, besides the carpet getting bunched up when it slides back, is it actually runs into the center console. And I don't know, I guess they put this center console back here so people in the back could have cup holders right there, but it seems like it just protrudes excessively far. The other concern I have, as soon as I put these other captain's chairs in, this chair is comfortable right now for my wife, but I feel like once we put those captain's chairs in, there's going to be almost no room at all. So I'll try that and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so the white mark, I've slid both of these so they're both even now. And really, normally you would have rails or this white guide coming this way and coming this way. Because there's no guide, you just have to get it in there yourself. And so I'm going to lift and put it in there. Did I get it? Just right there. And then I'm going to drop the back. You get the green light. And then the one thing I didn't do was I didn't switch right and left. And so the handles are on the wrong side. But, you can move it back and forward. And now everything's in there. So now once I get the other side out, I'll actually swap right and left, and then it will work as designed. So that'll be fun. So kind of as I suspected, my wife is 5'4", and she adjusted the front seat to her comfort. And then back here, this seat, that's as far upright as it can be, and you get this huge just waste of space. And then to pass through, it's a very narrow passageway right there to get into the back. So this could still be ideal for road trips, you know, just comfort level, letting people be able to sit there. But practically speaking, turning around the captain's chairs in the second row is a bit unrealistic, let's say. So I'm going to swap it back, and I kind of want to see how it looks with a car seat in the middle. So I've got some beautiful models here. All four of my girls. And I've adjusted the front seat. I'm 6'6", and I've adjusted this front seat so I can drive. Alright, switched, put the adult in the back. What do you guys think? Should we go on a road trip like this?
Yeah. I can think perfect.
Alright, so here is the final configuration for our family of 6 road trip. We have one child that still needs to be rear facing, so he's going to be over there. And then one in a forward-facing car seat, and then one in a booster seat. And our oldest doesn't need to be in a seat anymore, so she will either sit in the middle over there, which she fits just fine, or she can sit on the middle on this side. And then me or my wife will, depending on who's driving, will sit in this other captain's chair that's slid all the way back with plenty of leg room. And then the driver position right now is, I'm 6'6", and I can comfortably drive right now. So that seat had to be slid more. You can kind of see how these are all staggered a little bit based on space available. So we think this is going to work pretty well. So I took out the headrest here just so I could see out this window better, and just set it there. We usually just put snacks and things on the front seat anyways. But other than that, I think this is going to work pretty well. And the kids have been playing around back here and having fun, and they're pretty excited about the road trip coming up.